There are further ways to select your image. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in a little bit to make sure it's a little bit easier for ourselves. The third tool down is our lasso tool. Now there are 3 types of lasso. The lasso tool on the top, you can just generally go round and outside, so if you're trying to get a vague shape, that's quite handy to use. The polygonal lasso tool I often don't use, tends to do straight lines, but this one here is really very useful, the magnetic lasso tool. What you'll find is if underneath, if you have a look carefully here, there are a number of boxes, tools with little triangles in the right hand corner. It simply tells you there is another tool there. If you can't see your magnetic lasso tool, press and hold and eventually it will pop up. Simply what we can do is we can start on one area and click around the edge. It will attach itself to what it believes to be the outside edge. Now this can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes you will get to a certain point and make a mistake. Don't worry, Control D, start again. Just take your time. This tool requires an awful lot of patience. And simply we go around clicking on whichever area we need, making sure that we're following with our mouse, whether it be on the keypad or whether you actually be using an external mouse. Follow it all the way around the outside, slowly, slowly. Try not to rush using this tool because it can be very, very fiddly and also slightly annoying if you make a mistake when you're very, very near the edge. As you go around again, take your time, especially when you get to the fiddly bits like the fingers here, because what you'll notice is it may not necessarily grab onto the right areas. It might miss a few things, which is why the magic wand is a brilliant alternative to this tool. However, it's quite handy to know how to do it. Once you get somewhere near the edge, what we now need to do is double click. That will bring it all together, and yet again we can go to our colour tool. This time we're going to choose quite a vivid purpley blue, and simply we're going to go to the bucket tool and we're going to fill that in. Control D, and that gets rid of our area. Simply what we can do is we can either go in or we can fit it back in the screen to see exactly what we need to.